Hello everyone, so this is a highly requested video tutorial on how I was able to cut and sew this beautiful BUBU gown with tassel. So if this is what you are interested in, I beg to keep on watching. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. For this gown, you'll be needing 5 yards of fabric, half yard of doll face and tassel. So I'll be using a pattern paper to cut first so that you understand how I'm able to cut the shoulder pleating. So I'm folding the pattern paper into 2, then I go ahead to fold it into 4. Reason because I want to get the front and back together. Please note this closed part is for your neckline while the open part is for your sleeve length and armhole. For the back neckline, I'll be using 3 inch for the width, 1 inch for the depth. Then I go ahead to join it with a curve ruler. My shoulder measurement is 15 divided into 2, 7.5 plus half inch sewing allowance, making it 8. Then I come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope, then join it with the neckline. For my armhole, I'll be coming down by 9 inch, then come in by 3 inch for my armhole curve. Then I'll mark it all the way down. Then I cut it out together with the armhole. For your sleeve, you get your sleeve from where your shoulder measurement stops. Now we'll draft and cut the front part. Then we're going to come down by 8 or 9 inch. I'll be using 8 inch. Then come in by 1.5 inch. Then I will join it using the ruler. Then join it all the way to the neck, to the upper neckline. Sorry, if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, now is the best time to subscribe. Click on the red button, then on the notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload new video. Then I go ahead to cut out the front neckline. When you open it, this is how the front part will look like. Then for the shoulder pleating, from your neck, mark 5 inch. Then from that 5 inch, mark another 5 inch. Then you get the midpoint of the 2 mark that you've gotten, which is 2.5. Then you mark the midpoint. Then you come down by 4 inch from that midpoint. Then pinch it up. Measure it to be 2.5 inch height before you close it with your pin. Don't worry, you understand it better when I place it on a fabric. So for those that don't know how to get a BUBU long length, this is how you fold your fabric. First, fold the fabric, let the tail be meeting each other. Let me use the floor so that you understand better what I'm talking about. So this is how you fold your fabric into 2. Make sure it is equal. Let one not pass each other. Then when you are done folding it into 2, then you fold it into 4. This is so you get the front and back together. So this part I'm touching now is the neck side, while the open side is the armhole and joining side. Then using my tape, I'll be measuring the gown length. The length is optional. If you want to make it 60, you can make it. If you want to make it 63, 65, you can do that. Then I go ahead and cut it out. Like I said earlier, this closed part is where you cut your neckline, while the open part is your joining side and your armhole. Then I place my pattern paper on the fabric and cut it just the way I did with the pattern paper. This gown is a cut together gown, so for the sleeve I'll be joining it with the shoulder without cutting it out. Then for my armhole, I'll be coming down by by 9 inch, then go in by 3 inch for my armhole curve. Then I'll join the 2 points together and curve it all the way down. Please, if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe and on your notification bell so that you get notified when I upload. This video is of 2 parts. The part 1 is the cutting and drafting of the fabric pattern, while the part 2 is the sewing and fixing of the neckline and tassel. To get that fuller effect, the only part you are to cut out or trim out is the printed part, which is the part that I'm cutting out now. So I separate the front part from the back part so that we can get the front neckline. So I use pin to hold it so it doesn't move when I'm cutting it. So after you've done cutting it, this is how the front neckline will be. Next is the shoulder pleating. Coming from your neckline with 5 inch, then from that same 5 inch, coming again by 5 inch. Then from the 2 points, get the midpoint, which is 2.5. Then when you've gotten the 2.5, use your hand to pinch it upward. As you're pinching it, you measure it. The height should be 2.5. When you've gotten 2.5, then you use pin to hold it so it doesn't shift. Then when you are done, you relax it to face towards your armhole side, not towards your neck side, because if it's facing your neck side, it won't form that pleating. Then you do the same thing to the other side of your shoulder. You repeat the same thing with the back part. Next, I'll be drafting out the design in the front part. I'll come in by 13 inch, then the length will be 13 inch, while the width will be 13 inch all round. Then when I'm done drafting it, I'll cut it out. For the design, you choose any design you want to give. This is the one I want to give to mine. Then when you are done, you cut it out neatly so that when you're framing it, it aligns perfectly well. So for the neckline, how I draft it is I measure directly from the neckline, both the front and back. Then when I'm done measuring it, I add like 2 or 3 inches to it so that you have excess when I'm done joining than not having enough when joining it. So for the width, I'll be using 2.5 unfold. If you open it, it will be 5 inch. Then I cut it out.